Dear students, myself, Professor Rubna Das, Assistant Professor in Commerce, Government First Grade College, Bankapur. Students, today in this video, I am going to explain you about Unit 5, that is Marketing Channels and Sales Promotion, which is in the syllabus of Karnataka University Dharwad for 3rd semester, that is Principles of Marketing. Students, in this video, I am going to deal you about 4 sessions. So, let us start with the introduction. Okay. Your marketing channels are the ways that goods and services are made available for use by the consumers. Okay, what is the marketing channels here? These are the ways that goods and services are made available for use by the consumer. From manufacturer to the consumer, the goods have to take transfer from manufacturer to the consumers. Whatever the channels and the ways used, that are called as your marketing channels. All goods go through channels of distribution, and marketing depends on the way the goods are distributed. The route that the product takes on its way from production to the consumer is important, because a marketer must decide which route or channel is best for his particular product. Okay, means the marketer or the manufacturer has to decide which is the suitable marketing channel for his product. Means for different type of products, different type of these marketing channels or distribution channels are useful. That is why, as per our product, we have to decide which type of marketing channel is suitable. One is the meaning of marketing channel. Students, here a marketing channel is the series of interdependent marketing institutions that facilitate transfer of title to a product as it moves from producer to ultimate consumer or the industrial user. What is marketing channel here? Marketing channel is a series of interdependent marketing institutions. It is a series of interdependent marketing institutions. Means the marketing institution means here there are different number of intermediaries that facilitate the transfer of title to a product as it moves from producer to ultimate consumers. From producer to ultimate consumer, the good moves here. The title also transfer from the manufacturer to the consumers. Means the series of interdependent marketing institutions involved in the marketing channels, which are the intermediaries. Okay. Next is the importance of marketing channels. Why these channels? Why these are useful? Okay, first of all, many organizations lack the resources, that is financial as well as other resources. What it says here? Resources will be less in number or lack of resource. Because of lack of resources, the manufacturers or the organization only they can concentrate only on their business. Means only because of lack of resources. If they are having lack of resources, they can't take care of all these marketing of the product, retailing of the product. That is why they adopt these type of channels to market their product. They produce the product and the marketing of the product is taken care by other intermediaries. That is why it is helpful for the organization. Second one is here, given the lower return on investment in the retail business, organization would be better off investing their money in their main business rather than taking up of retailing or other channel function. Okay, here lower return on investment in the business. Which business? Retail business. In retail business, return of investment is very less. That is why big organization, what they do is here, they manufacture the products and retailing or selling of the products is given to other intermediaries by adopting the different channels. Third one is here, for many smaller products, direct marketing may not be feasible. Means here for small products for like chocolates. Here small products like chocolates, for single products, if you are having the retail shop, if you are having the shops, or the showrooms, it will not be feasible. Economically it is not viable. That is why the organization who are producing the smaller products, smaller value products, what they do is they adopt these type of marketing channels to sell their products. Okay. In conclusion, the use of intermediary is mainly to make the goods available and accessible to the target market. Means here not only the consumer, not only the manufacturer point of view, this customer point of view also, these marketing channels will be very helpful, because conveniently, easily accessible to the consumers. The goods are easily accessible to the consumers. Intermediaries, because of their specialization, experience and scale of operation, are able to achieve more than what the organization can in terms of reaching to the target market. The intermediaries involved who are involved in the channel of distribution, they are the specialized person, experienced person. They are having the techniques to sell the products. Okay. If organization is directly going to sell, means they comparatively less sale will be there. That is why these channels will be beneficial both to the consumers as well as the manufacturers. Okay. Next is here functions of marketing channels. Very important here, the functions of distribution or marketing channels. How these functions or marketing channels will be helpful for both the manufacturer and the consumers. First of all, the information. The marketing channels perform the task of collecting and disseminating of marketing information about customers, competitors as well as potential customers and other market forces. Means what here? The different type of information. Means these marketing intermediaries, what they do is they collect the different information from different sources. They research the market and gather the information and provide to the manufacturer. What are the different types of customers are there in the market? What is the competition is going on? What are the competitors are doing? These all type of information is gathered by the intermediaries and they are providing to the manufacturer. This is very important function of the marketing channels. Second one is here promotion. Persuasive communication is disseminated through the channels of the consumers. The channels also often help in the design of these communication messages. These intermediaries becomes the, what we can say here, who transfer the message from the consumer to the manufacturer. For these information, these messages or guidelines, what we can say here, these points are helpful for the manufacturer to promote their products. Which type of product the market is needed, which type of product the customers are needed, that type of product he will produce. Okay, that is why for promoting of the product, this marketing channels will be very helpful. Third one is your negotiating. The channel members are the ones who negotiate with other channel members and customers to facilitate the transfer of ownership. Negotiation between the manufacturer and the consumer will not be possible if there are no intermediaries. Okay, that is why these channels will be helpful to negotiate or here to transfer the negotiation from the manufacturer to the consumer. Then next one is your financing. The marketing channels work towards the acquisition and allocation of funds required to finance inventories at different levels of the marketing channels. The organization or the manufacturers who are having lack of financial resources, less resources organization will be there, they are taking care of their business, their production only, but the inventory control and here to storing of the inventories, all these things will be there in from producing up to the sale of that product. Okay, only production is with the manufacturer and all these storing, inventory, storing, or we can say here whatever the different market promotion, everything, all these things are taken care by the intermediaries. That is why financial support also available to the manufacturer in the marketing channels. Next one is here risk taking. The channel members assumes the risk for carrying out the channel work. Means here whatever the risk involved in the transferring of product from manufacturer up to the consumers, that risk is shared or taken up by the different intermediaries involved in that. Okay, next one is physical possession. What it is? The channel members also take the responsibility of storage of goods during the successive stages to the final consumers. Once the manufacturer transfer the goods to the intermediaries are taking the responsibility of storage of goods. Whatever the expenses of financial resources are needed to storing, that also taken up by these intermediaries during the successive stages to the final consumers. The goods up to the reaching the goods to the final consumers in different levels, the goods are stored by the intermediates itself. Next one is ordering. This function is with regard to the communication of channel members regarding the intention to purchase. What ordering means? It is the intention to purchase. These marketing channels will be helpful to get the orders from the lower level, means from customers, from the retailers to wholesaler, to the manufacturers. Okay, that's why it is also one function. Next one is a payment. The channel members also assume responsibility for the buyers honoring their payments to the sellers through banks and other financial instruments. Okay, what it is? The channel members they are taking the responsibility of the buyers to make the payments. Okay, not means selling the goods is not enough. They are taking the responsibility of collecting the money from buyers and giving to the manufacturer. Okay, next one is your title. The channel members facilitate actual transfer of ownership from one organization or person to the other. What it is? Title. The channel member facilitate the actual transfer of ownership. Means here the channel members mean the intermediaries transferring the goods with the ownership of the goods. Okay. Next one is here types of marketing channels. In this chart we can see the different types of marketing channels. Okay, in the first diagram here, the producer and the consumer. Okay, only two persons are involved. One is here producer, another one is here consumer. Here in between these two persons, these two parties, there is no any other intermediary. This channel is called as a direct channel. Here no intermediaries involved. Next one is here producer, retailer and the consumer. Means what is here? Between consumer and producer, one intermediary is involved. Next one here producer, wholesaler, retailer and consumer. Here two intermediaries involved. Then third one is here producer. Next one, fourth one, agent, wholesaler, retailer and the consumer. Here in between consumer and the producer, three intermediaries are involved. This becomes the longest channel of distribution, and this one is the producer to consumer, shortest and simple channel of distribution. Next one here, in detail we'll study the types of marketing channels. Okay. The classification of channels are described below. Here direct channels, indirect channels of distribution. Direct and indirect channel of distribution, two types are there. Yes. What is direct channels? By the name itself we can say here directly we are selling the goods to the consumers or the customers. Here manufacturer, customer, first channel, that is called direct channel. This is the shortest and simplest choice as goods move directly from the source of manufacture to the ultimate user. Means shortest and simplest choice. Means it is a very shortest channel where directly the goods moves from the manufacturer to the consumer. This type of product for example, vacuum cleaner, water coolers. Okay, we can see here directly from manufacturer we are purchasing the products. Indirect channels of distribution. Here the different indirect means between the manufacturer and the customers different intermediaries are involved. First one is here manufacturer, retailer and the consumer. Yes, here one retailer, that is one intermediary is involved in this. This option consists of only one intermediary. It is short and simple. It is also short type of this marketing channel in which only one intermediary is involved. This is a popular in case of consumer durables. For consumer durables, these type of marketing channels are useful. For example, textiles, ready-made garments. The company name is also is there here. Bata company is using these type of marketing channels. The second one is here manufacturer, wholesalers, retailers and the consumers. Okay, here wholesaler and the retailer, two intermediaries are involved in that. Here two intermediaries exist. This is the most popular choice and is used by both small and big companies. Big and small, both the type of companies are using these type of channels. This is ideal for consumers durables. For consumer durables, these type of marketing channels will be useful. That is your biscuits, chocolates, soaps, whatever we are using in our daily life, the consumer durable products, these type of products are using these manufacturer, wholesaler, retailers, consumers channel. Okay, next one is manufacturers, agent, wholesaler, retailer, consumer. Here three intermediaries are involved. Manufacturer to consumer. What we can say here, three intermediaries are involved. One is agent, wholesaler and the retailer. These three intermediaries are involved between the manufacturer and the consumers. That is why these channels are called as here the longest channels among all these type of channels. This is the longest indirect channel available to a firm. The agent, middleman may be commission agent, export merchants who manage trade on behalf of the manufacturer. Companies with multiple product portfolio and producing consumer non-durables with national and international market resort to this channel. Means what is here? The companies who are producing multiple type of products, different types of products, they are using these type of channels. Next terms here, manufacturer, wholesaler and the consumer. Here only one intermediary involved between the manufacturer and the consumer, that is the wholesaler. Here retailers do not exist. Here only wholesaler is there, means retailers do not exist. This works well for institutional consumers. Institutional consumers means colleges, hospitals, school clubs, government agencies, business houses, religious institutions, etc. Okay, these type of channels will be suitable for the institutional customers. This can be adopted in case of consumer durables and consumer non-durables. Consumer durable and consumer non-durable products also can be sold by the manufacturer by using these types of channels. The colleges, for example, colleges in bulk we are going to purchase. That is why we are purchasing from the wholesaler. That is why this channel will be suitable. Okay. Next one is here one more type, we can see here one more basis of distribution. We can see here types of distribution channels, again classified into conventional or non-integrated channel and integrated channels. What are conventional or non-integrated channels here? Conventional channels are the channels which are fragmented and not integrated. The manufacturer and the consumers are closely linked to each other through intermediaries. Means whatever the manufacturer and the consumers are linked together by using of the intermediaries. Whatever we have seen in direct and indirect channels, both direct and indirect channels comes under the non-integrated distribution channels. We already know the conventional channels are of two types, that is direct and indirect. Direct means no intermediaries involved. Indirect means here the intermediaries are involved between the consumers and the manufacturer. Next, very important, that is non-conventional distribution channel. One more name for this is integrated distribution channel. What is non-conventional channel? Non-conventional or integrated channels are those networks that work with full coordination and cooperation rather than in loose manner. It is well coordinated network. In this type of channels, that is integrated channels, integrated channels are the channel full coordination will be there, and these are managed by the professionals. The institutions or the organization who are producing the products are having the full control over this. Okay, then non-conventional channels are having two types, that is vertical distribution channel and horizontal distribution channels. Let us see what is vertical distribution channel. Vertical distribution channel. Vertical distribution channels are rationalized and capital intensive network. These are so designed so as to achieve various managerial, promotional and technical economies. Okay. In vertical distribution channel, we can see here three types, or it is divided into three types. First one is your corporate vertical channel, second one is contractual vertical channel, third one is your administrative vertical channel. Let us see the first one, corporate vertical channel. When a single firm is involved in both production and distribution activities, it is called corporate vertical channel. What it is? Single firm is involved in both production and distribution activities. For example is Bata company. The second one is a contractual vertical channel. When a firm employs an independent firm or voluntary basis to distribute its goods and services through franchises, then it is called contractual vertical channel. What it is? When a firm employs an independent firm, independent separate firm is there for marketing the products, it is called contractual vertical channel. The third one is an administered vertical channel. When the manufacturer controls the marketing of a particular line of product through programmed channel, it is called administered vertical channel. What it is? Manufacturer controls the marketing of particular line of a product. Here the manufacturer is controlling the particular line of a product, that is called as your administrative vertical channel. Second one is here horizontal distribution channel. What is horizontal distribution channel here? Horizontal channel is one in which two or more companies jointly distribute their products in market either themselves or they can create an independent unit. Okay, this type of distribution channel is one in which two or more companies jointly distribute their products. Means different companies who are producing their products, they are taking the same channel of distribution, and or the intermediaries on behalf of them, the companies, these intermediaries are going to sell the products. Okay, they can use, or either themselves they produce sell the products, or they can create the independent units on behalf of them. Those units are going to sell the products. This helps in better gain from the marketing opportunities. Okay, here the manufacturer, they can better gain from the marketing opportunities, means they can avoid the competition. The similar type of product producing companies, they are coming together and hiring, or we can say here creating an independent unit to sell the products. Horizontal channels are used because of stiff competition, constantly changing market, rapid changes in technology, cyclical changes and such other factors affecting the market. Okay, here these type of channels are used to avoid market competition, not to avoid, means here in these type of situations, continuously changing or the change in the taste of the market, here rapid changes in the technology, all these are the what we can say here reasons to adopt these type of horizontal distribution channels. Okay, yes, these are about the marketing channels, that is integrated and non-integrated distribution channels. Yes, yes students, this video was on 5 sessions, which is on topic called marketing channels and sales promotion. Okay, the different other sessions of the same topic will be discussed in the next video. Till then, thank you.